Korea is a captivating blend of ancient traditions and modern vibrancy. From the sleek skyline of Seoul to the tranquil beauty of its mountains and coastlines, the country offers a rich cultural tapestry. Korea is a place where the past and future coexist, creating a uniquely vibrant culture that continues to influence the world. But behind the beauty of Korea lies its terrifying tales in the dark. From vengeful spirits to sinister creatures lurking in the shadows, these tales are bound to send a chill down your spine. Here are 10 of the most spine-tingling urban legends you've never heard. This legend is actually based off of the Japanese myth of Kukus Kana. Translated, this means slit-mouthed woman, and she was allegedly a beautiful woman who was abused by her husband. She is wearing a mask and approaches people, especially children, asking, "Do you think I'm pretty?" If you say yes, she removes the mask, revealing a grotesque, smiling face. She then asks, "Now, am I pretty?" If you say no, she will slit your mouth open to make it match hers. If you say yes, she will slice your face with a knife anyway, leaving you with a permanent, horrifying grin. The Gumo is a 9-tailed fox that transforms into a beautiful woman to lure men. She feeds on human livers, and once she's consumed enough, she can turn into a full human. In some versions of the story, if you fall in love with her, she may spare you, but more often than not, she will devour you, leaving nothing behind but an empty shell. On the dark, winding stretches of the Jeollaro motorway in South Korea, drivers whisper of a chilling encounter with a mysterious, ghostly figure. Late at night, a woman in a bloodstained dress is said to appear, hitchhiking by the roadside. When unsuspecting drivers stop to offer help, she silently climbs into the backseat, only to vanish without a trace as soon as they drive on. Some say the ghost is the restless spirit of a tragic accident victim, while others believe she's a vengeful spirit who was murdered nearby, cursed to haunt the road forever. If you're driving late at night, be wary. Some say she never leaves until she gets her revenge, and you may be her next target. Virgin ghosts are doomed to wander the earth as restless spirits because they failed to get married in life. The virgin ghosts are usually depicted as young females dressed in white with long black hair. Though virgin ghosts appear as females, some Koreans believe that their unmarried sons may be restless in the afterlife as well. For this reason, some families have turned to matchmakers for the dead. These matchmakers, typically women, would match a male spirit with a female spirit so that they could be married in the afterlife. People believe that by holding the spiritual marriage, both spirits could finally move on. The elevator game is a chilling Korean urban legend that dares players to enter a mysterious elevator alone and follow a specific sequence of button presses. If done correctly, you may be transported to a parallel dimension, a dark abandoned world where strange figures lurk, and escape is nearly impossible. The game promises an eerie journey, but beware. The rules are simple, but the consequences are deadly. Once you step in, there's no turning back, if you even make it out alive. Are you brave enough to play? Late at night, a doorbell rings, but when you open the door, no one is there. If this happens several times, the ringing escalates to a loud banging on the door, followed by eerie whispers. Those who answer often hear a voice asking them to let me in. Those who ignore the calls are said to face terrible misfortune, while those who open the door find themselves staring into the hollow eyes of a ghost who will follow them until they break down mentally. The Kong Kong ghost is an urban legend that started to spread among students who stayed until late at school. There used to be a student who always had the second best grades in her school. She resented the student who always beat her. Her own greed, along with pressure from her parents, made her kill her rival by pushing her off the rooftop, disguising it as a suicide. The murdered student turned into a ghost, which is called the Kong Kong ghost. The student landed with her head first when she was pushed off the roof. She now has to move by jumping, her head on the floor, making the thumping kong sound as she moves around. The sack man is an old man who carries a sack on his back. He uses the mangtaeji, which is a traditional Korean sack made of straw to carry things. It's said that children who don't listen to their parents will be put in a sack to be taken away by an old man. Some stories tell that the old man devours them. Other stories say that he gives them a scolding before sending them back home. Korean parents sometimes use the story to make their children behave. A woman who was obsessed with beauty asked a healer for a magical cream to keep her skin young. The healer told her to place sesame seeds on her body before soaking in a bath. She went home excited and tried the remedy at once. Her mother was concerned that she overstayed in the bathroom. So the mother opened the door and found her daughter picking sesame seed that penetrated in the pores of her skin. In the terrifying Korean urban legend of the taxi driver organ harvest, unsuspecting passengers are driven to a fate worse than death. Late at night, a lone taxi driver picks up passengers, offering them a ride to their destination. But once inside, the driver's true intentions unfold. He's not just a simple cabbie. With a hidden agenda, he drugs his passengers, and in the depths of the darkened city, their organs are harvested and sold on the black market. No one has ever escaped, and the question remains, will you be the next to vanish into the night? These eerie stories are deeply ingrained in Korean culture, each one more haunting than the last, reflecting the country's fascination with spirits, vengeance, and the supernatural. Whether or not you believe in them, their chilling power has terrified generations. Hit that like and subscribe button for more haunting tales and stories that will keep you awake, and ask for more.